hope this is working because it says the connection's not particularly good today. I see I'm not alone in the world. It's always a good feeling. Thank you for joining me. I can't see who you are yet, I think because the connection's a bit slow, but welcome. We're going to do a bit of a Qigong flow and hopefully feel much better about being alive in our bodies in this moment in time. So find your feet, find a comfortable spot, and let's get going. So we're going to open our fingers wide and start tapping under the breasts on the ribs. You want your thumbs to be connecting just under the crease of the breasts. So it might feel quite sensitive. Just work into that, soften in the body, relax the shoulders, relax the knees, sink the breath. And for this one, we want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're working into the end of the spleen meridian, and this helps balance blood sugar, it helps boost immunity, it helps the lymphatic system and the digestive system. And if you find a sensitive spot, just tap into it and breathe. And then we can move into a thymus tap. So you can use both fingers tapping here on the sternum. As I've mentioned before, this is a wonderful immune booster. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go of any stale energy stuck in the body, in the mind, in the emotions. Just let it go. Breathe. Soften. Arrive. Then we're going to work into kidney 20. It's here under the collarbones, and all the yin meridians switch over to yang meridians here. This will help with fatigue and concentration. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling profoundly fatigued and wondering why. Because maybe you've never been less busy. I don't know. I don't want to presume. But just acknowledge and recognize whatever's going on in your body. Give yourself the time and breathe. Let's move into stomach 3 here below the eyes on the cheekbones. This is a spot that can help us reduce inflammation in the body. Notice any tenderness and breathe into it. Hi Vali, hi Bernadette. Breathe. And then just relax and observe. Take the time to notice what's going on in your body. We're going to take the 10 dragons and run them through the forest. So you literally run your fingers through your hair, such a natural gesture. Breathe into it. And then a forest massage. So placing your fingers here in the center of your forehead, you're going to pull the fingers away gently. Massaging. This is wonderful if you've been spending some time in deep contemplation, concentration, study. It's the antidote. So moving along up the crown of the head and down the back of the head as well. You can do it again, starting on the forehead. Some nice firm pressure, gentle, loving, breathe. Relax in your body. And just flick your fingers out. Let go of any old stale energy. Let it go back into the cosmos. And relax. Observe. Space under the arms. Space between the fingers. Soften in the body. Be more compassionate and notice. Take the time to notice. Relax. Observe. Close your eyes. Okay, we're going to do some gentle movement. We'll start with a gentle march. And we're going to just connect the right hand with the right thigh and the left hand with the left thigh. Very simple. Just take your time, marching gently with yourself. Breathe. Be in your body. Notice how it feels. Even the simple motion of just stepping or marching. And then we're going to move in a cross direction, so integrating the left and right hemispheres of the brain. This is a wonderful reboot for the whole system. Just notice, take your time, and then dust your hands off. And stand, mindfully, standing meditation. Bit of space under the armpits, space between the fingers, soften in the knees, sink the tailbone and breathe. Feel the full foot in contact with the earth. Feel the spine long, effortless. Just breathe into it gently. Sink the breath. You can sigh out through the mouth, letting go of all efforts, release. And be with yourself ever so gently. Just notice what's happening in your body, physical, emotional, mental. Taking the time to come home to yourself. And notice that you breathe through the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, as well as through the nostrils. Okay, let's shake the tree. To get a good jiggle going, you can land quite heavily on your heels, but gently feel the shake through the whole body. You can also bring a little bit of a swing into it, a little bit of a long swing. Let the eyeballs roam and feel the body jiggle out. It's such a quick, easy way to release stress from the body and anxiety. Just breathe it out. Let it go. One of my favorite things to do is to shake. Gently does it, mindfully noticing. Get a good shake going. All the jiggly bits must jiggle. I think of that childhood rhyme, jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Okay, coming to stillness again. We're going to give ourselves a yin massage now, a very gentle, beautiful yin massage. Just breathing into the palms and the soles and then letting the hands float up. Gently and slowly does it. Hands meet above the head. Come down the back of the head, round the neck and shoulders. You're going to stroke yourself like a kitty. Purr. And then down, heart center, round to the kidneys. Give your kidneys a lovely massage. Just feel the warmth. Remember, fear tends to get stuck in the kidneys, so allow it to flow. And down the sides of the legs, down to the feet, round to the big toe, and gently up the insides of the legs. Slowly does it. Up through the groin, center of the body. We're going to cross over in the heart. Coming to the shoulders, hands stroke down the arms. The hands meet and you lotus flower in the middle. And the hands move up the arms, arms behind you, back to the neck, coming to the front of the throat, stroke like a kitty cat. It really soothes the nervous system, this. You can hum to yourself, get a purr going. Down the center, gently round the back, massaging the kidneys, warming, mindfully, acknowledging with gratitude your beautiful body. Down the sides of the legs, and to the big toes, up the insides of the legs, the groin, up the center of the body, crossing over in the heart, coming up to the shoulders, stroking down the arms, hands meet, lotus flower, and up the arms, behind the head, around the neck, purr, give yourself a good hum, a good stroke, soothe, gently does it, yin massage, very gentle, feminine energy. Moving around, you can even move the hands off the body and just stroke the energetic field around the body if you like. down the legs, round the toes, up the big toe, up the insides of the legs, the groin, the center of the body. Let's just circle the navel with the palms and coming center, relax. Notice. You can step a little bit wider and sink the hips, soften the knees, soften the shoulders. Fingers pointing down to the earth. Feel the energetic body moving, always moving. This incredible, alive, unique instrument that we've been gifted with. So paying due respect, feel the Buddha's smile. Every atom smiles and dances, and that smile and dance radiates through our entire body, in harmony with all that is, the entire universe. We're caught in a web of absolute magnificence, so bask in that knowing and glory. So we're going to draw heaven down, palms lift up to the heavens, and slowly does it sink down with the exhale. Deep breaths, gently. Breathing in, palms float up to the heavens, and breathing out, settle. And once more, breathing in, drawing heaven down. Just feel into the energetic body. Notice the chi moving, the prana, tickling your fingertips and your toes, vibrating through the whole body. Just be with yourself for a moment, breathe. Okay, so we're going to play with the flow of chi. It's a movement called the fountain. It's a little bit like triple warmer. Backs of the hands meet. Just slow it down. And we're inscribing sort of a beautiful infinity sign or a figure of 8. Work with the breath. Work ever so slowly. Work gently with your energetic body. Breathe. Releasing any unnecessary tension from the body. It's a flowing motion, so the spine gets involved gently. Slight undulation in the spine, sinking in the knees, rising, sinking. Feel yourself caught in the divine flow. Let's stop resisting and just go with it. Feel into it and notice how effortless it is to be. Try less hard, just accept the grace. Okay, now we're going to transfer weight a little bit. As we transfer weight to the right, we transcribe that part of the infinity, and then to the left. So it's exactly what we've been doing, but now from side to side. Beautiful, just breathe. There's no wrong, there's no right. Experience it in your body. It's very gentle and very beautiful, lyrical, like the music now. Just breathe into it. Gently does it. Such tenderness, please, for yourself, for one another, for the world. Gently does it. You can slow it right down. It's a moving meditation. Be fully present in every part of your body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Notice the flow of breath. Notice the stillness in movement and the movement in stillness. Coming center, play a little bit with your ball of chi, opposite dantian. Notice the vibration in your fingertips. Let's embrace the tiger, that's our inner power, And return to the mountain, our inner peace. So much as we did the flow and then pushing out, lifting the palms up, breathing out as they sink down. Into center, backs of the hands, lift up, push outwards, lift up. Breathe, backs of the hands lift up, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain, gently does it. Stay present with yourself, with your breath. Embrace the tiger, inner power, return to the mountain, inner peace. Feel the chi, play with your ball of chi. Move with the breath. Just feel the breath moving as the tides of the ocean move effortlessly. Feel your part in the family of things. Breathe, relax. We're going to do a bit of centering now. The right hand floats up and it comes down the center. And then the left hand floats up and down the center. Breathe. Right hand floats up and down the center. Left. It's just helping us come home to ourselves again. Always home to our hearts. Be gentle with yourself. Hands on dantian, women right hand with the left hand on top, men other way around. We're going to zip up by placing the fingertips on the navel, on the pubic bone, below the navel. And then we'll move up the center of the torso, all the way up under the chin to the lips, and you lock. And starting again on the pubic bone, zipping up through the center of the body. Breathe deep, up under the chin and lock. And once more, pubic bone, over the navel, through the heart center, moving through the chakras and lock. We're going to take the middle finger into the navel and the other one onto the eyebrow center, and you're pushing in and up gently but firmly. Breathe. Release. And repeat. Breathe. And release. And once more. Breathe. Release. Coming to center, we're going to bring the left foot towards the right and just gently find our balance. Welcome to those of you who are joining now. Just finding both feet, rocking like bamboo in the wind, finding your center, left to right, backwards and forwards. Feel how the breath is moving, the body is moving, the emotions are moving. We're always in a state of change, of movement. It's a beautiful thing. Placing the right hand on dantian and the left, for men, the other way around, left, right. We'll circle the navel 3 times in one direction. And 3 times in the other direction. Wonderful. Hi Lena, hi Hasina, lovely to see you all. Hi Shireen. Nice to have you all with me. How's everyone feeling? That's a really beautiful, gentle Qigong flow. And I certainly can feel my energetic body loud and clear. You can often feel it vibrating in your fingertips. Of course, it's always there. And just honor that and give yourself thanks for being alive during these most interesting times. So I'd like us to do a bit of a breathing exercise. So let's find a comfortable spot. You might want to sit on a chair or on the floor, whatever suits you best. If you're sitting on the floor, then you want to just raise your buttocks slightly. So you need a cushion. Turned into quite a nice warm day, but if you're in a cooler space, then just cover yourself. Always give yourself the support that you deserve. So a little cushion under the buttocks to help lengthen the spine, some support for the knees or whatever you feel you need in this moment. A sip of water. I need that. It's such a simple way to show ourselves that we care about ourselves, right? Okay, so I thought today we could work with Dr. Andrew Weil's 4-7-8 breathing technique, which of course he got from the yogis. He didn't invent it, but he popularized it for a Western audience. According to him, and I can attest to this because I use this technique a lot, especially during these crazy days. I use it every night before I go to sleep. And he suggests that you use it at least twice a day. And I'll talk you through it. It helps reduce anxiety. It helps you get to sleep. It helps you manage cravings, which for some of us in lockdown, that could be helpful. And it helps us to control our anger responses, which will also be very helpful during these trying times. So we're going to rest the tip of our tongue behind our top teeth on the palate. And when we breathe out, we're going to make a whooshing sound out of the mouth. When we breathe in through the nose. And it's the 4-7-8. So we breathe in for a count of 4 through the nose. We hold the breath for a count of 7. I know it sounds long, but it's quite manageable. And then we breathe out through the mouth for a count of 8. So I'll help you keep your count. As I've mentioned, he suggests you do this at least twice a day and start with just 4 breath cycles. And then over time, you can work up to no more than 8 at most. Okay, so sitting comfortably, finding your sitting bones, making peace with your body, whatever that takes. Some shoulder rolls always help. Forward, back. Opening up in the heart center, some neck rolls, dropping the head down and rolling the right ear to the right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear. Try not to do it automatically. Try to do it mindfully with the breath and very gently. Hey, happy to see people entering now. You can always revisit the Qigong flow we did afterwards. So just breathing gently with your body. So making contact with your roots through the sitting bones, whether you're on a chair or on the floor, doesn't matter. Feeling how your skeletal system holds you and supports you. And then making a bit of space in your body. So allowing the lightness to enter. So I like to even just literally take some hairs on top of my head and feel that suspension, effortless suspension up from the tailbone, up through the spine, through the top of the head. So take some deep breaths in through the nose and just sigh out and rest with yourself. Be kinder and softer in yourself. Notice you can always be kinder and always be softer. You might want to put a hand on your heart. It helps me tremendously to remind myself to be more soft-hearted with myself, to be kinder and more forgiving, more compassionate. Okay. So we'll be putting the tongue just behind the top teeth on the palate and breathing in for 4. Are you ready? So first breathe out. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How was that? Just take a normal breath. If it was a bit long, then please adjust for yourself. You just want to keep that sort of ratio going. So you can always adjust the count. So let's try it again. We'll do 3 more cycles. Ready? Okay, so breath out. Breathe in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Okay, just take a normal breath. And then let's try it again. In through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's everyone feeling? I've kind of lost count. Was that 3? Let's do one more. Breathing in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Just sit with yourself. Notice the effect that it has on your nervous system. Be interested in the response and notice. And hopefully it's helpful for you. It's been very helpful for me to reduce anxiety, especially at night when the overthinking kicks in. The anxiety comes to play. I thought what we could do today as well is an out-breath meditation. So if you have a candle you'd like to light, please do so. Something just to help focus your attention and be mindful in this moment. So the out-breath meditation is very simple. We're just going to be focusing on the out. The in, don't worry about it. It will happen. Your body won't let you starve for oxygen. So just adjusting your posture if you need to, making peace with what is in your body right now, saying yes, and settling yourself to be with yourself. You can use mudras if you like to use them. Chin mudra, can experiment with the palms down on the knees or up. Buddha mudra is lovely, tips of the thumbs touching. So maybe just try out a few and see which one feels lovely, or no mudra is also fine. So just sitting comfortably with yourself. And I'll be very quiet now, and we're just going to notice our exhale. So you're just noticing, and you can exhale through the mouth if you like to bring your attention. So you can make a sound Don't be afraid of vocalizing whatever's stuck inside of you, let it move. Okay, so just sitting. Meditation is about just being with yourself. That's all. So let's just do that very gently. Feel the spine lengthening effortlessly upwards, the golden thread. And be with yourself. Keep calling your mind back, noticing the exhale. Shh. Just get softer with yourself. Notice you can always be softer, kinder in your body, more gentle. Stay curious, keep investigating all the parts of the body, systematically starting at the toes and working your way up to the top of the head, noticing gently. And staying with that out breath, letting go deeper and deeper, more and more gently. Notice the inner corners of the mouth are effortlessly in a Buddha smile. A smile that radiates from life itself, the dance of our atoms, of our energetic bodies. Here in a sea of energy, of bliss, of joy, of effortless being. When you're ready, taking some deep breaths in through the nose and sighing out through the mouth. I'm going to rub your palms together, warming them. And washing your face, coming up beside the nose, over the forehead and down the cheeks once, twice, and thrice over the top of the head, the crown of the head, down the back of the head, around the shoulders, down the front of the body and into the lap. Let's do some gentle twists, shall we? As we breathe out, twisting over the shoulder, looking all the way around, let the eyeballs float. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting over the other side. And inhaling center, the hands are in the heart, bow your head, give thanks. Find one thing you're grateful for and put your attention there. And inhaling, you can stretch up into your fingertips, and exhaling, stretch all the way forward, forehead to the ground. And walking your hands up. That was a nice little reboot. So for those who joined us late, you can watch it again. It'll be posted now, and you can try out the Qigong flow. It's very gentle but profound. It's like a shower for your energetic body. So I mentioned before the session that I have a whole bunch of cards here. Let me show you. Where's the camera? So if anyone would like me to draw a card for them, I'm happy to do that. You can just let me know in the comments which deck resonates. And I'm happy to draw a card for you and send it to you privately. Gosh, I had so many profound messages today and a night of profound dreams as well. So I hope we're all paying close attention, because it's definitely a major shift for us all at the moment. And that's why it's so very challenging. Transformation doesn't come easy. Sending you all lots and lots of love. Thank you for joining me.